Okay, so in this activity, you're going to be creating a dichotomous key tree diagram and a dichotomous key in AB format for different shoes. So the directions tell you to pick 7 shoes so you can get rid of the other shoes you don't want to use. And then also make sure that you only use physical features. You can't say things like used for running, okay? And you'll see that as I show you. So let's see, the shoes I'm going to want to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of these shoes. Okay, and I'm just going to put them out of the way. I don't really need the directions anymore because I've already I just read them to you. So I'm going to put them out of the way. I'm going to get rid of these shoes. And I'll get rid of, I guess, I'm going to do 8 shoes. You could just do 7, I'll do 8. Just to show you, I think some more interesting things might happen. So let's see what does happen, okay? So dichotomous key tree diagram shoes, that's what we're going to do first. So let's go back and get our first characteristic. And the first characteristic I want to use is laces and no laces. So if it has laces, it's going here. And this is one of the most important things, is moving these things around, because you can actually then see the piles. And no laces. And I'm going to move my no laces up out of the way, because I know the golden rule is only work with one group at a time. All right. Now that I've got those 2 groups set, my done pile, I'm going to leave those there in case for some reason there was one of the other pictures was not really working out for me and I couldn't really figure out how to divide them. I could always substitute a different pair of shoes in to get the assignment complete. But for now, I'm going to now spread out these shoes so I can take a look at them. Okay. And I'm just setting up for the next division of characteristic division I'm going to use. But for now, I know I have laces and no laces, and I'm going to add those to my tree. And I'm just going to spread that out a little bit. And add the next one. No laces. Don't be afraid to, add more space if you need it. Move things around a little bit. I wanted a little bit more space than this, so I'm going to get rid of these lines. I'm going to make some new lines. I'm actually going to move this even a little further out. That's perfectly fine as long as you have lines connecting things. That's perfectly acceptable. Lines don't even have to be straight. They can be nice and curved, anything you want. Okay? As long as we have a base, a trunk, and we're going to see branches coming off, the tree will look good. So, I've got laces, no laces, and now I've got to get a characteristic. I'm going to do, let's see, I'll do all rubber, not all rubber. Okay, and that'll give me this group here, and then these groups over here. All rubber, not all rubber. Or, you know what, let me do rubber. Yeah, that looks good. All rubber, not all rubber. Okay. I'm going to add my characteristic. I know rain boots are rubber. Okay. I'm going to add my lines. I'm going to save a little time here. I know that I had the rain boots separated all by themselves. So I'm going to add that name under here. And you might disagree that they're all rubber or whatever, but, we can only get so much from pictures, right? But I think they look to me like they would be all rubber rain boots. Okay? And so now I've classified this one. I'm going to put it up in the done pile. And I'm now going to be looking at these. So one of the things I can see is that these have spikes and these don't. So I'm going to go spikes, no spikes. So back to my tree. I'm at not all rubber. Now, your tree might not look like mine. You might decide to use different characteristics altogether. You might decide to use characteristics in different order. It doesn't matter. The outcome will be the same. You will keep dividing things up by have and have not characteristics, working with one group at a time, and you will eventually get everything separated by itself. So one group at a time, I'm going to be working with the spikes group. Take a look at what that looks like. I kind of know what it looks like already, but we'll just go back and show you. Spikes and no spikes, and this is critically important that you're constantly moving things around so you can clearly see them and you don't get confused. Okay? So I'll call these cleats, and this is my no spikes group. My spikes group cleats are all by themselves, so I'll name them. Add my line to connect them. Okay? And that is now classified. Cleats have spikes. They're not all rubber. They have laces, and they are shoes. And I get rain boots are all rubber. They have laces, and they are shoes. Okay? And I can check all my characteristics that way, and I will at the end, or you should at the end at least. And I know that since these are classified, they belong in the done pile. Take them out of the way. Spread these back out in front of you so you can see them really clear. And I'm going to go with a star on it and no star. You separate those, star and no star, and add that to my tree. And again, I'm always thinking about the other groupings, giving lots of space for this. So the more I can move these over will give me more space. I can even come down here if I want, because I know these are done. So I can even come over here like this. It's perfectly acceptable, again, as long as I connect them with lines and they look clear and easy to understand. I can do that. And I'm going to call my star group the Converse sneakers. Okay. I'm going to leave them just like that. I'll add a line. Okay. I'm now on the star group. Let's go see what that looks like. I'm going to put my Converse sneakers in the done pile. Now we need one characteristic between these two. And I'm going to say heel, no heel. I could say untied laces, tied laces. I could say pink stripes, no pink stripes. Blue, not blue. Solid blue, not solid blue. I could do all of those things. Okay. But I'm just going to say, what did I say? Heel, no heel? Nah, I don't love that one. I guess I'll use pink stripes or purple stripes, not purple stripes. Okay. And if I notice I'm starting to run out of room, I can easily, shift things around a little bit. Not a problem. Like, for instance, star, maybe I want to change that up a little bit because I don't want to be so close to the bottom. I can erase this line. I can move star a little closer this way. I can move these a little closer so they don't hit that other line. Okay. And I'll have my line. All right. Now let's see, we're going to call them. So my purple stripes are these. I'll call these running sneakers. And these are typical deck shoes or boat shoes. I'm going to call them boat shoes. They're both separated. Let's add them. And it doesn't matter if you know what kind of sneakers they are, as long as you give some kind. You could have said the all blue sneakers, you know, the sneakers, however you want to say it. You know, who knows if they're running sneakers versus all terrain sneakers versus hiking sneakers. But as long as you are clear about what they are, that's fine. Oh, and look, I forgot to add my line back, so I'm going to put that there. No spikes to no star. And now it's looking good. And I am done with this whole group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So let's go back. Now it's a fairly big group. Let's go move these guys back over here. They are done. And now let's go. If I had other piles here, I would take, again, my most recent group that I have been working with. Right? And I would maybe put them in order. Like the one that I was working with the longest time ago would be further away from me, and making other piles closer to the middle or closer to the center across the top, and then bringing them down in successive order, going from the ones I was most recently working with. That's another very important thing to understand. Okay, so I've got these. Whoop, pulled my directions by accident. Okay, and looking at these right away, I'm going to say hearts, no hearts. And I could certainly say, has hearts, but I'm just going to hearts and no hearts. I think that's clear enough. Again, just going to fix my spacing a little bit. Make sure I have enough room. Okay, make my lines. Okay, and I know that I'm going to have a set of shoes by itself. We're going to call these heart sneakers. They have hearts on them. I call them pink sneakers. I call them anything I want. And I know they're done, so I'm just going to put them out here. And I got a lot more sneakers that don't have hearts on them. So again, hearts and no hearts. I probably should have moved that first. Okay. I know these are classified. They're going in the done pile. And now I'm left with these shoes, these three. And I'm going to say wheels, no wheels. Let me move them. It's always better to move them first, so you can clearly see your groups and make sure you're all set. All right, I'm going to keep the wheels over there. I know it's just, again, I want to make sure I have enough space. I know my wheels group is done because I remember what it looked like when I separated it. So I'm going to write here, roller skates. And I'm just going to move it down over here a little bit. Again, spacing is important. And as long as I connect it with that line, I know what belongs to what. Okay. Go back. These are done. And I've got one characteristic left. I could say things like spiky heel, not spiky heel, flat heel, not flat heel, buckle, no buckle, things like that. I'm going to choose buckle, and I always like to put my positive on the left side, just the way I like to do it. Buckle and no buckle, very clear to me. They're both distinct. All right, I'm going to move this one down a little bit because I can see I'm running a little out of room here for this one. And connect it with lines. Actually, let me add the words. I know what they are already, right? I had them separated. This is going to be a men's dress shoe. And the no buckle is going to be a high-heeled shoe. Okay. And again, I'm just checking out my spacing, make sure I'm good before I add my lines in. I like this one better like this because I want to get my line to no buckle around there. Okay, let me add some lines in and connect them. I can always add the lines in later. Don't let it get too far away because you don't want to get confused. Buckle, and I know my buckle is the men's dress shoe. And then this drops all the way down here to no buckle. And I know my no buckle is the high-heeled shoe. Okay? So again, I can read these all backwards. I won't do all of them, but let's do high-heeled shoe. Does a high-heeled shoe, does it have no buckle? Yes. Does it have no wheels? Yes. Does it have no hearts? Yes. Does it have no laces? Yes. Is it a shoe? Absolutely. Roller skate, does it have wheels? Yes. Does it have no hearts? Yes. Does it have no laces? Yes. Is it a shoe? Do I have, I think I said 8 organisms, or 8 things, 8 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You only have to do 7. I did 8. And that's correct. Everything is by itself. I don't see sneakers, hard sneakers with roller skates under the same category, or men's dress shoe with high-heeled shoes under the same category. If I did, that would show me that I didn't go far enough to separate them, right? Eventually, every item has to be by itself alone. All right, let's make this in the AB format. I'm just going to, now the hard work's done because I separated everything. Let me just go back and I could put these in the done pile, right? To make sure I did it. I could spread them back out and count them and make sure that I only had 8. Okay, all of those things like that. But in any case, the hard work is done. I'm now just going to be reading this and putting it into AB format. I know that shoes is the name of the dichotomous key in AB format, and I know that the first category is laces, no laces. Okay? So here's my dichotomous key in AB format. It's for shoes, and so laces and no laces. Okay? You definitely want to create those dots to separate your characteristics, which will be on the left, to your directions or the naming of the item on the right. And when you do, which one you do depends on what situation you have. For instance, laces, no laces. When I look at that, right, laces, no laces, I work with one group at a time. So I'm going to work with the positive. I'm not even going to look at this until I'm done with all these branches. So laces, I've got all rubber, not all rubber. Okay. So I want, because I have a characteristic, I can't put 2 things here on the end. So I have to have a direction, and the direction is go to 2. Okay. And I forgot what that was. So I'm going to look again. All rubber, not all rubber. Very good. Okay.
Cassie Catalano, main office, please. Cassie Catalano, main office.
And I decided to start going lowercase here, so I'm just going to fix that because that's not what I did in my tree, I don't think. Okay. Not all rubber. Get my lines. Get my lines. And again, this is just the line. The dots are just to keep the two columns separate. Again, on the left will only be descriptions, and on the right, it depends. Under all rubber, I have rain boots, and that's all I have. Okay, so it's now classified. So I don't need a go-to here. I just simply write the word rain boots. Now I find the not all rubber category in my tree. And when I get to not all rubber, I see two characteristics, spikes and no spikes. And I know I'm going to need another line. And so you always, when you're making your key, you just use the next available line. In this case, it's number 3. Okay. And so we're going to have not all rubber, spikes, no spikes. Those are my characteristics. Okay. And I'm going to make those dots. I didn't make these dots as far as I in the past, I don't really need them, and plus I'm trying to save some time. Do creatively what you want. Next to spikes, we have cleats, and no spikes, we're going to need another line for star and no star. Okay, let's start working a little more quickly here. And no spikes, I said we need another line, so we're going to write go to the next available line is going to be 4. For A, B, and for A again, I forgot, so I need to go back. Okay, star and no star. Dots. Dots. Okay, under star is Converse sneakers. Under no star, I'm going to need a go-to because I have two characteristics. And my go-to in this case will be 5, again, because that's my next available line. You might be looking up at no laces and going, what's going on? Why isn't he filling it in? I only work with one group at a time. That'll fill itself in later. No problem. Okay, so under no star, I have purple stripes, not purple stripes. And I see I'm going to have running sneakers and boat shoes. Okay. All right. Running sneakers, boat shoes. Now, as I'm writing these in, running sneakers and boat shoes, you're going to see that we kind of look like we're at a dead end. We're not. When you can't figure out what else to do because you're not getting any more leads going down, look up and simply find the next available blank. So keep looking carefully. There's stuff written next to all these. There's either direction or only one item written that's been identified. And when I get up to this group, the space here, no laces, I'm going to go take a look and see what we've got. Either I'm going to need a name of an item or a go-to, right? No laces, hearts, no hearts, I need a go-to. And my next available one at this point is 6. So go down here, 6A and B, okay? And under no laces, hearts, no hearts, again. Get my dots in there. I remember these are heart sneakers. And the no hearts, I know I'm going to need to go to. You can check it out if you don't believe me. I'll show you when I get there. Okay. 7A and B. All right. And let's take a look. Okay, so we've got the hearts and no hearts. So hearts are the heart sneakers, no hearts. We've got wheels and no wheels. Okay, so I'm going to fill that in. Go to 7. I know wheels are roller skates. And it's getting difficult with only one paper here. Wheels and no wheels. Wheels are roller skates, and no wheels. We've got to go to next step. We've got buckle, no buckle. Okay. So I've got to have a new line. And I'm going to have to put that on another page. And we're going to have buckle, no buckle. Okay, and we're going to have men's dress shoe and high-heeled shoe. Okay, let's bring this across. Get my dots in there. Make these even shorter because I'm running out of time. And we're going to finish up with men's dress shoe. And high-heeled shoe. Okay, and that's it. We're done. So in order to check it, you want to read it backwards. Men high-heeled shoe has no buckle. Okay, it was go to 8, no wheels, no hearts. This is line 6, and no laces, and is a shoe. So that's kind of how you know that works. All right, and that's it. That's how you know. And you can read it all the way backwards, and you want to make sure that you have one less number than you started with. And I noticed something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 9 items. I said 8 before. I did 9. I didn't count correctly. And I know that I did 9 and not 8 because as I was doing the key here, I needed 8 lines. And one of the things you'll know, and I've said, is you'll have one less number of lines than items that you have. So that's why I knew I had 9 items. That's why I was pausing a little bit because I was confused because I originally said I was only going to do 8, but I did actually wind up doing 9. Okay? But you can check this key. You can read everything backwards and see. You can pause the film if you want and check my work. Um, but I'm sure you're going to realize that, it is correct. Okay, I hope you understood how to do this and it worked out for you. Thanks for watching.